Namo, ewe namo zavya, namo. Namo, namo zavya, namo. Namo jelele, namo, ewe namo zavya, namo. Namo zavya we, namo, namo sekuru wangu, namo. O namo zavya, namo, ewe namo zavya, namo. Namo jelele, namo, ewe namo jelele, namo. Unjena awe, unjena mkulu wami awe. Inhlupho zobu awe, ewe ngawe mkulu wami awe. You see this, when you look at them, you can think they are one and the same thing. But they look alike, but they are very different. You see? And then look this one behind. So they serve different purposes. They can work together. But that's not the only things we have. We've got plenty. Sometimes we go to the bushes and dig. Sometimes we have got this one to crush and grind our stuff. See? And then it's safe. And then the wooden bowls, they serve for some certain purposes. This one is here. I sing it right. This one is there. And then here come this side. You guys just put that bench very close. When you come to calabashes, look about it is good. You see how this one is done. See, and then it once has been closed with the thing of izinyos, you know. And then you see how this one is. You see, so they will always come different. They will always come different. You see, this one differs. So they all differ, they've got things kind of inside. And then these ones differ. Each and every thing here I've got a different purpose. Then when you come to this one, this one is for anointing. Check. Some certain oils, animal fats, and trees and roots as multi mixed up together for the purpose of anointing, for the purpose of giving power in that process. But it's not only this one. See? Oh, damn it. Yeah. For anointing. Even in times of old, long back then, anointing horns were used for anointing. I've got my writing says horns as the symbol of power. So I explain why I keep these ones. You can see it's plenty of them here. You see, it's horns. Let me put my horn here. Now, you got these beds. I can send these beds for a lot of different purposes. You can send these beds to deliver muti in so many aspects of the need of change, for good or for worse, you know. And you have got these guys. what people have got to know and understand is that with Muti, you can turn anything to anything. These guys, if you have powers, you can have them take some certain forms by night and be anything and be capable of doing anything. You understand? You can make them ghostly. It is all powers. It is all powers. I've explained that. Check this. Just bring it. Can you see what that is? This. Only this in particular. This. What is that?
The snake.
Yeah, it's a dead and dried one. No. So now, it's a dead and dried one. So now, so now, what happens? I've got a live one here. You see, I think it peeled off the. Check here. It peeled its skin off here, and you see the dirty. It released itself there, and it peeled off there. They've got to change that. That thing on its own, you can use it for a certain purpose. People are doing animism. Yes, I do. That's the reason I use the remains of animals and all that as Muti and trees and both. But at the end of the day, I do symbolisms. What does that thing do? The doves, you've got these doves here. They stand for peace and love and all that stuff. And then these are the things the people wear on their legs when they do traditional dance and all that stuff. And what now happens is we've got this, we call it amabele, but they're mixed, it's different. And then you've got this, we call it imtombo, because it's now this is particularly for brewing beer. But now, all these things at the end of the day, they serve and they've been used by our great grands to brew beer. So amabele is very important here. Why Fagama Zamangan better? Is it for sale? Go and buy the other. Now, yes, I think this is all but not all. To explain the clothing. If you may take a look here, you see this cloth depicts the pictures of animals. Yeah? In spirituality, you have competitiveness or a competition. If you check here, you will see the hunters and the hunted. A vulture survives on meat, but it does not hunt. It only gets that which has died. It smells. It has got to foretell where its food is. So it dreams. It smells. This now relates to foreseeing, my foretelling, my seeing of things that is to come forth. And tell them now as in being prophetic, as in the reading. The reading comes in so many forms. You can read in the air. You can be told by the ancestors through whispering, through voices. You can see things through visions, as sitting, as You can see things by bones, reading. Now, this all relates to the seeing and foreseeing of the vultures. So this is called symbolism. We symbolize what these things do. Now you got the leopard. These guys, they hunt. They survive on power. So powers have got levels. in order for it to hunt, it has got to have power to prey, S-P-R-E-Y, and kill, and have its food. And then you got, where is our lion? You got your lion. So the power goes in level. The leopard hunts, but now it cannot kill the lion. The lion hunts, and it becomes the dominant figure in the bushes. It becomes the dominant figure in the bushes. That's the lion. These ones now, they are calabashes. These small calabashes, they are planted, and we grow them and harvest them and make them like this and beat them. Now, you have people who tell you, I'm going to an Inyanga to get powers to do foreseeing, iskupu, to make things, to force things happen. These are iskupu. But what we have to understand, a person can go and get his own skupu and do this, but at the end of the day, he doesn't have the things that are put inside. He doesn't have the powers to change and turn things around, to make things happening, to bring about those magics. You know what I'm saying? So power always counts. So we give this skupu to people who actually want to force things, turn things around. These are what we call skupu. Now, there are a lot of things. These ones, whenever I'm working on a person, giving him powers, a person will have to wear these things, maybe like that, maybe like that. I myself, I sometimes wear these things where there is a need, when I'm wearing them for a certain a need of power. And procedurally, this is what actually happens when people come here to wear the power, to take the power, giving powers. You need a lot of things. These things come from the sea. You may look at them as simple stuff there in Durban beaches, Cape Town beaches, but when they come here, they save a lot. You shove in old money here, and then to actually bring about the magic of money, to get one attracted or magnetic to wealth and money. These are the things I need, sew and design to actually have them symbolizing, taking some certain symbols in this practice. So I'll wear this, or a person that I'm working on will wear this. You've got a button here, you open it here, you just get a person to wear it, especially if you are inviting some certain spirits in that particular person. So here there are some certain muti and stuff. It's well knitted, it's done. Time was invested, time was taken, was invested to actually do these things. So I feel so pitiful for people who just come over the night. They see themselves as powerful healers and traditional healers. Here you have got things put in here. You have got some certain animals like crocodiles, like okamu imbulu, skins that are used, and some certain things are put inside here that are a secret, and then you just get a person to wait through this pattern, or me myself, whenever I'm wearing some certain powers. Same applies to these ones. There are certain things in here. So some people can manage to make this, but what about the things, the ingredients, the things that we've got to put inside? If you don't know them and you are doing this, it means you have started to lie to people. Some I make them and I destroy them and make something else out of them. Like this was something, like this was something else. Like this was something else. Like this was something else. You see, I just took it off. This was something else again. I just took it. the wooden bowels, big and small. These are wooden bowels. I use them. Some of them are here. These wooden bowels. Yeah, but these wooden bowels. Kukhona okuthiwa yikuhlatshelo. Yes, seeing a little there. But we use one fresh needle. Then when it is been used, it has got to be thrown away. It has to be thrown away. As you see here, it's medicine that is put in here. And then siyahlabela, that means poking somebody with a needle or what do you call that thing of the porcupine, the thorns of porcupine. And then we put some medicine in some people. That's the way we do it. I don't normally recommend the razor blades. I don't normally recommend the razor blades. And now, these are the very same power. I've got a system that I use whereby I just get a chicken to drink something. Now, when I get that chicken to drink that muchi, I do a thing called metamorphic. That means transform the heart of a chicken into something else. Plant a power in it. Remove the heart of that chicken, goat or whatsoever, put it in these bowels. That heart will not stop pumping. It will pump 30 minutes to an hour. You can cook that chicken until you eat it, while the heart is actually still pumping, which is not normal. We call it a supernatural power, something. If that heart is pumping 30 minutes to an hour, if you take a needle or a porcupine thorn, pierce it on that heart, it pumps with it. If there was an enemy attacking you, that enemy will suffocate, will suffer some heart problems, or probably die of some other disease.